I'm Anil Kumar. Welcome to my series on lines. Here we have 6 excellent questions based on lines. These are all multiple choice questions. I would like you to go through these questions, pause the video, copy them, answer, and then look into my suggestions. Right? So you can see the first 2 questions now. You can actually pause the video, copy them, solve them. Here are question number 3 and 4. Well, the title, there's some mistake there, but so it should be we are just talking about lines, right? Question number 3 and 4. And then we have question number 5 and 6. Perfect. So take your time in answering these questions and then look into my suggestions. Let's begin and solve them one by one. The very first question here is, the line with slope 3/4 passes through the point 4, 2. Another point on this line can be what? We are given 4 choices, right? How are you going to solve this? Well, we are given a point which is 4, 2, right? So we have a point which is 4, 2. Now, the slope is 3/4, right? Slope m, which is rise over run, is given to us as 3/4, right? 3/4. So what could be the next point? Now 3 is rise. That means you are changing this y value. It is also written as delta y over delta x, right? Change in y over change in x. These are all integer values, right? Most of them are positive. So what we could do here is we can find the next point. These are very close by. So 4 and 2, so we can go up by 3, right? So if we go up by 3 and then run is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you do that, going up means adding 3 to the y value, which is 5 now, and run of 4 means adding 4 to 4, which is 8. So we do get a 0.85, which matches. So that could be the fastest way of doing it. You get my point, right? So once you get a point, it's okay. The other method definitely is to find the equation of line and then do it. For example, you could say y equals to 3/4 x plus b. Substitute 4 and 2. So get 2 equals to 3/4 times 4 plus b. So that gives you 2 equals to 4 and 4 cancel, 3 plus b, and that gives you b as equal to -1. So the equation is y equals to 3/4x minus 1. Now you can substitute the points and check, right? But this takes a lot of time. So in a multiple choice question, the method which I showed you is perfect. So I hope you understand and appreciate it. Now let's get to question number 2. The line with slope 3/4 passes through the point 0, c and c plus 2, 0. Find the value of c. So in this case, we are directly given the slope, which is 3/4, passes through these 2 points. That means we can do c minus 0 divided by the x value change, which is 0 minus c minus 2, right? Take away both, right? So we get 3/4 equals to c over, now this is minus c minus 2, right? Minus c minus 2. Okay. We can now cross multiply. So we can say 3 times minus c minus 2 equals to 4c. So which is minus 3c minus 6 equals to 4c. And bringing this to the right side, let's do it here. Bringing this to the right side gives us 7c here, and we are left with minus 6. So minus 6 divided by 7 is equals to c. So which is option B for us. So that is how we can actually solve the second question. So you have to do these calculations to get the right answer. I hope it makes sense, right? Question number 3 here is, the line x minus 2y equals to b is perpendicular to ax plus 2y equals to 5. Find a. Now, if I have a line L1, let us say x minus 2y equals to b. Now L2, which is perpendicular line, these things swap, right? So we get 2x minus y equals to some constant k. Okay, it could be anything. Now the equation given to us is ax plus 2y equals, sorry, the sign will change, right? Plus equals to 5. When you do perpendicular, you swap and change a sign. So the line will be 2x plus y equals to k. Now we are given ax plus 2y. So how do we get that? Well, in this equation, if I multiply everything by 2, I get 4x plus 2y equals to something 2k, right? So clearly a is 4. So that is how you could figure it out. So we get D as the right option. Does make sense to you, right? The other way, of course, is that you can find slope, right? So when you're given x minus 2y equals to b, then slope of this line is half, right? Now slope of perpendicular will be minus 2, correct? So in this case, when you are given ax plus 2y equals to 5, y is equals to minus a over 2x, when you simplify this, plus 5 over 2. So this value of minus a by 2 should be equal to minus 2, right? So that gives you the value of a as 4. So this is alternate method. Is that clear to you? So either way you could do it. You would compare the lines and then do it, or you can just straight away find slope and then do it. Question number 4. The line 3x minus 2y equals to b is perpendicular to a line that passes through origin. Okay. If the two lines intersect at this point, find the value of a. Okay. So we are given a line which is 3x minus 2y equals to b. You can isolate y. So 2y equals to 3x minus b. Y is 3 by 2x minus b by 2. So the slope of this line is 3 by 2, right? Now the perpendicular line through origin, which is 0, 0, will be what? That line, L2, let's say, will be given as y equals to minus 2 over 3x. That's it. Now, we are saying that if the two lines intersect at a plus 1 to a, find the value of a. That means this point is on this line also, right? And therefore, we can substitute and find a. Y value is 2a. X value here is a plus 1. Let's cross multiply. 6a equals to minus 2 times a plus 1. So we get 6a equals to minus 2a minus 2. Bringing that together, we get 8a equals to minus 2, or that gives you the a value as minus 2 over 8 or minus 1 over 4, correct? So we get option A as the right option. Is that clear to you? So that is how you could actually solve question number 4. Perfect. Now let's look into question number 5 and 6. So we have taken a set of questions which are quite similar to one another. One is more difficult than the other, but gives you an idea of how to solve such questions. At this stage, I'd like you to pause the video, answer this question, and then look into my solution. I hope you must have got the answer. Let us now solve them. Question number 5. Calculate the area formed by this line and the coordinate axis. Now, let's try to sketch this line. We have y-intercept of minus 3, right? So let's say this is minus 3 for us. Let us find the x-intercept. To find x-intercept, y is equal to 0. Substituting 0 here, we get 0 equals to half x minus 3. 3 equals to half x, or when you multiply, you get 6 equals to x. So here, 6 will be your x-intercept. And therefore, the line will be kind of like this. We are looking for area between the coordinate axis and the line. That means this area. Remember that area is always positive, correct? Area is always positive. Now clearly this is a right triangle, and therefore area is going to be half of base times height, which is clearly half of 6 times 3, right? You have to take the absolute values, which is 9, and therefore C is the correct option. Now let's look into question number 6. Two lines with slope 1 over 3 and 2 intersect at the origin O and the line x equals to 6, forming a triangle AOB. Find the area of the triangle AOB. Okay, so let's try to understand this question with the help of a sketch. So we are given two lines. Their slopes are 1 over 3 and 2. So let's say one line is this. The other line is having a greater slope, right? Say like this, right? Okay. Now we are also given that the third line is x equals to 6. So when it is x equals to 6, it is a vertical line. Let's say this is x equals to 6, right? Now we need to find the area of this triangle. So I hope the question is clear. You can now pause the video and answer the question. So that's the origin, and let's call this point as A and this point as B. Perfect. So the idea is to find these 2 points also. This line definitely is x equals to 6, and the slope here is 1 over 3. So the slope here is 1 over 3, so y equals to 1 over 3x. And for that line, y equals to, the slope is 2, y equals to 2x. So these 2 points will be what? Coordinate of point A will be 6 is the x value, right? X value is 6. The y value is, slope is 1 over 3. So 1/3 of 6, correct? Which is definitely equals to 6 and 2. Is that clear to you? Correct? Similarly, as far as the point B is concerned, y value is 2x, right? 2 times x. X value is 6, so the y value will be 12, right? Now to find the area, which is half base into height, it is important to note that height is how much? So the height is 6, right? This is the height, and that is the base. So the base basically is A to B, right? So the area is equals to half of length AB times O2. Let's call this point as C, right? O to C, right? Which is half of AB is 12 minus 2, right? Which is 10. OC is 6. So it is half of 10 times 6, or 30. Half of 6 is 3 times 10 is 30. So the answer, option A, is the correct option. So it's a very tricky question actually. A lot of things to consider for finding the area of this particular triangle. So it's a direct variation, two particular lines given slope. As you have seen, straight equation. One equation is y equals to 1/3 of x, the other one is y equals to 2x. X value is 6. So for 6, we get points 2 and 12. Distance between them is 12 minus 2, which is 10. So we have a base of 10 and height of 6 for a triangle, right? So that gives you 30 units square as your area, right? So that's how you're going to do it. So I hope that helps. Feel free to write your comment, share your views, and I'm sure these 6 questions can help you a lot in performing better in your test. I've taken good 6 questions on lines. Thanks for your time and all the best.